Good morning, everyone. This is Hall of Famer, Director Marlon Green, urging everyone to stay positive in this world of negativity. Starting with this show today, I want to say most people, especially African Americans, don't give a damn about what happened to Scalise getting shot at the bipartisan baseball game. African Americans and Spanish Americans go through this all the time. And all of these wars starting doesn't help either. The promotion of these wars does not help in hostile situations. Already, Dennis Rodman's presence in North Korea is paying dividends. He's in the country one day, the very same day Kim Jong-un's government releases a college student that was in a coma back to the United States. If that was the United States, they would never release a spy. They'll give them 100 years and you'll never see the light of day like they did that African American. And you see everywhere the contradictions. Here in the Dallas area, there was an elderly lady that attacked a TSA officer and didn't get a felony. She actually got upset because they were searching her, hauled back and clocked the dude. They called the security. They detained her for a while, but did not charge her with a felony. This is the exact same things that the world see and knows that white folks are not in favor anymore. They've cheated their way up to the top, and now that has run their course. It's someone else's turn to run the planet. Don't be afraid to pursue your economic agenda and your cultural heritages and advantages, okay? Signs of insecurity. This is what I want to talk about today. Signs of insecurity. The reason why I brought this up today is because insecurity plagues the Black and the African American community. What happened to me just yesterday is I've been friends with this trainer for years, okay? She was super fine, and she's always promoting her body. She's always putting herself on display on Facebook. She has 50,000 members. Now, I made a figure about her. I made a superhero around her figure, and I've done a couple of portraits for her, but I'm not going to do it anymore because, one, they fuck with too many guys to give me any props. Number two, I'm in the Hall of Famer, and they're not. Three, the African American woman, y'all need to serve the men more instead of yourself, because the only thing that you all do is accumulate material wealth and blame us. I'm going to start holding these professors accountable because the hiring numbers shows where your true leadership is. If you know they have more than one woman to the man, 5-to-1 woman to the man, why are you surrounding yourself with 90% women? By you knowing that there are more women than there are men, you know this already. And already they are trying to say that they want equal pay, but it's more than them. They're going to bankrupt the system. So we're not listening to that shit. Equal skills, equal pay, and then a lot of y'all have more than us anyway, still would not help us, still would not volunteer, still would not help us pay the bills if you was head of household. You're very stingy. None of those guys you all get could compare to this. You fraternities are not getting any reparations, and especially you pimps and you hoes organizations, because you've been put ahead of us for years. People like Puffy could make $130 million a year for being gay. He's get these advantages. By me being straight, I'm a U.S. All-American ass-kicking motivator, paratrooper, 18 Airborne Corps over, 82nd Airborne. I got a couple of college degrees, and I'm in the Hall of Fame. And you telling me I can't make $1 million? Y'all pussies, man. And that's why I rather deal with the Asians, because they are much more honorable. And we are not helping Israel. We are not helping Jews. We are not helping anyone that are counterproductive to African American advancement. So you can talk all that shit like you doing this and romanticize the fact that people want you gone, and you see the opposite. Congressman Lewis, Clintons, Obamas, all of y'all. I'm a much better leader with international experience, and you know this. And you already know this. And so a lot of you all blackball me in the lawyers community, and we about to blackball you all's asses. And I must remind y'all, who's on the blackball list? Who's on the boycott list? The number one is Muscle Corp, because they took their endorsement away from Colin Kaepernick, and Colin Kaepernick is only looking out for his culture, the same as white folks, the same as Asians, the same as anyone else. And so Muscle Corp, Jaguar is on the boycott list. I would suggest State Farm too, because they're very dishonest, and any other business or corporation that does not value the African American experience, let's boycott them. Charles Barkley, I'm glad you got out of that Talk About Racism show. I haven't seen it. Well, I haven't had cable either. I had to sacrifice my cable to finish these art projects, which is another reason why these black bitches should respect me more, because they have 3 times as more and don't go through 1/3 as much, and they don't get along with their dads, and they serve every other culture except their own, and they always showing off their body to get worship, never their brains and ideas, which shows they are hoes. Snoop Dogg don't need no more pussy, and I know he probably fucked Martha Stewart. Y'all bitches ain't shit. Y'all need to get with these real men and quit fucking with these pimps and people like Bill Clinton, because there are other options out there. We're hanging at the library more and not the streets. Get y'all shit together. Signs of insecurity. You can tell when a person is insecure because they don't give any good compliments. That's one sign that they are insecure. They don't like to give good credit or give credit where due. They're always jealous, and they need a lot of followers. If you have a lot of followers, why are you jealous? People like Beyonce, people like Oprah, y'all ain't shit. You're very abusive, and y'all gonna start facing more of these leadership oppositions in court because you're not leaders, and you promote agendas that's non-conducive to the community. Y'all better get that shit together. And another sign that you're insecure, you can't go to church. That's a sign of a lot of insecure people. They can't go to church, fear of being judged or fear of being looked at in the wrong way. Get your ass to churches, because if you can hang out in the streets all night, 2 hours or 1 hour in church won't hurt you. You can't volunteer. You bitches like Stacey Dash, Diamond and Silk, and all of these other people that work for Donald Trump or work for Donald Trump that are African Americans, whether you got paid or not paid, y'all supposed to support us like that. Look, I shouldn't have to tell y'all this shit. I'm handsome, I'm accomplished, I have a college degree, and I'm in the Hall of Fame. If you don't want me, that means you don't have nothing to invest, you're fucking lazy, and you don't have the self-esteem or self-worth to work with me, because all my work is good. And for the past week, all African American leaders fucked their characters up and did not acknowledge it, knowing that they can't do better. So this is another reason why the hoes and the fraternities and the sororities are not getting any reparations. And I'm going to hold these professors accountable, because they hire more hoes than real men, and then they come and try to give advice opposite of what they're trying to teach. Look, if y'all talk the talk, y'all gonna have to walk the walk. If you know there's more women than there are men, and more men have less jobs than the women, you're gonna have to hire at least 50% men, 50% women to balance this shit out. Because as long as women keep glutting up everything and nobody tells them anything, they're gonna continue to do it, and that shit has to stop. What else is going on? Y'all can't say thank you. You can't say appreciate it. I got supermodels and all these international artists getting things done, and African Americans should be 3 times as productive with me. I'm on to the UN about these reparations. My peers have not got anything done up until now. Watch they get a push. Watch they get things done because this is what I do and they know that. I would like to urge a lot of you black men to join Black Men United as part of the Black Business School. We are starting something fresh. We are starting something new, and we don't need outsiders or white folks to show us how to do it. And I want to remind you all to remember to show favor to Asia, show favor to Russia, and these bureaucrats filing frivolous investigations and lawsuits. You will be challenged by the grassroots leaders because we see it as fraud, waste, and abuse. Congressman Lewis, the Black Congressional Caucus, you're a joke. Get up out of here. Your house and your car and your property is paid for. Get the fuck out of Dodge trying to romanticize the fact that people want you around when in fact people don't want you around because we have better and more accomplished leaders, okay? Get your head out your ass, stay positive, work for what you get, and quit trying to use people to make your life easier. We're trying to make your life better. And once again, I'm watching you high-profile professors and celebrities, and I'm watching your hiring practices because what you're going to do, hiring all of the ladies and hiring all the bitches, is you're going to get yourself into a jam like Bill Cosby, and by you fucking with all of them in a fraternity, they're going to gang up and they're going to get their stories together and they're going to drag your ass down because that's what they really do. They are counterproductive and they destroy more than they build. So it's time to return these favors and these favors on these negative ass personality. We need to get them up out of here. And this is signing off, Director of Photography, Marlon Green, the hottest director of photography in the galaxy, and they know this.